Hey, what's up? Did you know that human and banana DNA are up to 60% similar? I recently learned about this fact, and of course the first thing that popped into my mind was, what if a banana and a human reproduce? Before you call me a pervert, let me change the topic real quick. Anyway, it gave me an idea. So today I'm going to show you how I turn my sketches into illustrations. So this is what I sketched out, and there are a few things that you need to keep in mind when sketching out an idea. Number one, you don't need to follow the rules. As you can see, I'm not using actual human proportions in this. It's your illustration and you can bend the rules however you want. I bend the rules and I cry myself to sleep every night. Number two, be rough, free and loose. That's what she said. Yeah, okay, I planned that. This is a rough sketch. You don't need to get wrapped up on the details. You need to remember that this is not your final illustration and you can be as free and as loose as possible. Because when you sketch loosely, that is when the ideas really flow. Number three, and this is the most important thing to keep in mind. This guy is named Banana Boy and he gets really moody if you don't remember. Now it's time to trace out the sketch for the illustration. I like to use Adobe Illustrator. If you want to use another software, you're free to do so, because the things I talk about in this video are not restricted to Illustrator and would apply to other vector drawing programs as well. So now I've added the sketch to Illustrator and I will trace it out. I'm using the pen tool to draw out the outlines and I'm using really bold outlines. I like to use bold outlines because I like the aesthetic and you don't really have to. Not many people like it, but I do. So I also add tapers to the outlines, especially at the ends. I think it makes the illustration a bit more interesting. After all, size does matter and I hate it. I'm also outlining each part on a different layer. It's because I'll be animating this illustration in the next video. You will also notice that in the sketch I have pupils and a mouth, but while illustrating I've decided to remove that. I thought it'll make the illustration feel a bit more unnatural and cool-like. One thing you need to remember is the sketch is just a blueprint. It's a plan. The sketch should not force you to do things because it's a plan and not your crush, you fucking simp. Once I'm done outlining, it's time to color it in. What I do is I copy all the parts in all the different layers and I paste it into one single layer. Then I use the shape tool to form shape. These color layers will be stacked right below the outline, just like your mom. While filling in the color, I like to use gradients which are angled at a general direction, which signifies there might be a light source coming from that direction. Now shading is very important to me because it really breathes life into your illustration. First thing I do is decide a general direction for my light source. For this illustration, I've chosen somewhere between the right and the top right corner. Now I draw out the areas which I think would be hidden by the light, and to further emphasize the shadows, I add a second layer of shadow inside the shadow, shadowception. You'll also notice that I've added dots and dashes everywhere, and it's mostly an aesthetic choice and nothing more. For the highlights, I just like to use a lighter color, and I place it on areas where the light would shine the brightest. This is how I turn my sketches into illustrations. Let me know what you think about this video down in the comments, and if you enjoyed, do like this video. If this content is your thing, do subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss my future videos. I'll be back with another video. Until then, goodbye, good night, and good boy. What? Okay, cool, bye.